Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Roundtable Monthly Community Channeling. The Roundtable is a group of ascended masters and archangels dedicated to help us live our best lives and our unique purpose. The Roundtable will share a teaching and then take questions from several in attendance. They will conclude with a recap of what was shared throughout the channeling. And here is the Roundtable. Good evening, everyone. It is the Community Roundtable. It is April 15th, 2024.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What an interesting day for those of you in the country that you call the United States. It's your tax day. And we ask you to think about the abundance that you've had throughout the year, that you get to this day and have the opportunities to share and spread and grow and be part of a community that in its chaos in this moment is moving towards the we consciousness. We have shared with you over the last year through this channel, and we understand that there are many of you here this evening that are listening to us for the very first time through this channel. Know that we've been with you. We've been sharing guidance. We've been sending you messages and promptings along the way. But it is also a very wonderful opportunity for you to get confirmation, for you to tap into your guides in a way that you normally don't get to, so you can get that confirmation. Know that we are with you all the time. All you have to do is reach out, and the guidance is there. But sometimes it's not as easy to hear or believe when it's not coming to you in a way that you're used to hearing a conversation. So welcome. Over the last year, as we started to share, we've been talking to you through this channel about being more of who you're meant to be, stepping fully into who you are, understanding your reason for being on earth. We've been sharing with you the ways to move more fully into who you are, to learn to love yourself fully, because it's in loving yourself fully that you're able to express your light out into the world. And in doing that, help others find their self-love. You truly can't love anyone else unconditionally until you learn to love yourself unconditionally, every single part of you, and you are everything. So there's much to learn about you, much to accept about you, and much to learn about you in when it comes to loving. And we want to tell you how important it is. And it's so important that we want to share with you tonight some information that will help you step more fully into that self-love. Over the last many months, we've been answering questions for those of you that have joined the calls, for those of you who have questions about what my next step is, or how can I navigate this situation. And during that time frame, we've been sharing answers. We've been giving you guidance on the next step to take, even when we can't give you a specific answer, because we will affect your future moving forward. We give you guidance to help you move in the straightest direction to get to that place where you can uncover your answers. And many times over the last several months, the same people have asked the same question in different ways. And we want to express the importance of understanding that the messages and promptings will continue to come to you in a way that hopefully opens your mind to hearing the answer. But that doesn't mean the answer is going to change of the direction that you need to take. And we're telling you this because we don't want you to continue to move down the road of hoping an answer that you want or an answer that you're willing to accept is going to come your way. The messages and promptings we bring to you are the ones that are truly going to open your eyes, open your mind, open your hearts to all that you're meant to be, to fully step into the we consciousness that we've shared about, to fully step into your Christ consciousness that we've shared about, to fully step into bringing the divine masculine together in you. As Mary shared earlier to many that were on the call earlier, the balance of masculine and feminine energy in you, the divine masculine, the divine feminine in you, is living and bringing the highest vibration of the masculine and the highest vibration of the feminine together. And that's the balance that you're looking for. So what we want to share with you is that there are constantly creations and co-creations for you and by you. And we say for you, we're talking to you in this third dimension that you're listening to us at in this moment, because the higher dimension of you, the non-physical part of you, is also creating and co-creating to help you have the experiences, to meet the people, to step more fully into who you are so you can truly live your divine intent, the reason that you're here on this earth. These messages and promptings are coming in all different ways at all different times. And we encourage you to listen to these messages. Look for these messages. Listen to these promptings. Look for these promptings. And to take action on them. In the creation and co-creations that come your way, in the experiences that unfold in front of you, in the opportunities in the people that you meet, the opportunities in the situations that you experience, all are there to help you grow and expand into who you are, to step fully into the higher vibration, to move into the we consciousness, where it is about all of you, including us. We ask you to start trusting the messages. Start trusting the messages. We are coming to you in so many different ways. We're bringing these messages and promptings in ways that you might not see, but we hope that it works its way through and you take a chance. You take a chance on you. You take a chance on being all that you can be. Most of these messages and promptings are quiet. They're just normal day-to-day things that we know will trigger your brain for just a second of, whoa, this is for me. Or, oh, there is more to life than this. Oh, I can be more of who I'm meant to be. And sometimes those messages have to get louder. Those wake-up calls come pretty loud. There's several people on this call right now who have had a big wake-up. Atlanta has had a big wake-up. Shell has had a big wake-up. Colleen has had a big wake-up. And these big wake-ups are to truly get your attention, not to make you feel like the world's against you, not to make you feel like there's no control in your life, but to help you see that you are in control of your life, that you get to choose to move forward. There are many on this call that have been told the same answers by us in many different ways over and over again. And you choose to wait to hear it either in another way or something different because you want to feel like it's exactly what you think it's supposed to be. And we want to share with you the messages that we share and the answers that we give you, the directions that we put in front of you, the push that we give you, the pull that we give you when we grab your hand and walk with you. We're giving you the next step. And we ask you to trust that this message is the message that you truly need to hear in this moment. But we also ask you to surrender into knowing that when we bring this message to you, when we share with you in this way, when we say, this is the direction, or we say, follow this, or check into this, or ask this person for help, we're truly telling you that this is your next best step. We're truly telling you that this is the straightest direction to where you want to go. We're giving you really the phone, if you will, to pick up and hear the guidance for you to get from where you are right now to where you're being called to be. And you wouldn't be on this call right now if you weren't called to be more of who you're meant to be. And there are so many people waiting for you to get there. So we want you to know and understand that all dimensions of you are creating and co-creating for you to step fully into that. We want you to know that the creations and co-creations, there are no mistakes or coincidences in them. Your creations and co-creations are helping you develop skills and gifts and talents to move more fully into what you're meant to be in this world that you chose, to be at the higher vibration. So you can be the leading edge, if you will, the point of the spear, if you will, for the we consciousness. We ask you to listen to and be observant of and take action on these creations and co-creations by trusting that you have a direct connection to the highest vibrations to help you move in the direction that is the fastest for you to deliver all that you're meant to be. And surrender into that. Stop deciding what it's supposed to look like. Stop deciding what you're supposed to do and listen to the guidance. And know at the highest vibrations, unobstructed by any subpersonalities, unobstructed by any of the collective beliefs, unobstructed by anybody's belief system, this guidance is coming through to give you the direction that you can trust. And if you surrender into it, this journey will be so smooth. Yes, you may get some small wake-up calls, some conscious wake-up calls, that you realize this isn't the way I'm supposed to be living life, and I choose to live different. And some of you may get some very big crisis wake-ups to pay attention in that moment so strongly that you get the choice, and it is a choice, to choose to start living your life fully based on the blueprint that you brought in at your birth, to truly make the difference that you're meant to make, to truly live your divine intent, to live using the gifts and talents that you're good at, that you enjoy, that are so in alignment with who you are and what you're supposed to be in this world, that you'll be in the highest vibrations just by experiencing them, just by doing them, just by serving the world, doing what you're good at and enjoy doing. And the magnificence of you and the energy that you represent and the energy that you shine out into the world, if you allow that wall to come down, if you don't hold up that wall about what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to look, how you want to show up in front of somebody else, and just move into the fullness of you showing up as who you are, unguarded, and shine your light out in a way that lights up the world for you and others in it. Trust and surrender into your creations and co-creations. Know that your higher self is guiding you along the way. Be all that you're meant to be. Who has a question?
Before the recap by the roundtable, let me share how you can join us for future monthly channelings on Zoom. During the monthly live channeling, participants are able to ask questions and get guidance and coaching from the masters. This segment is not provided in this recording. If you want your questions addressed, join us for the next monthly channeling by registering at imaginemiracles.com/channeling-offer, or invest in a personal channeling by going to imaginemiracles.com/channeling.
As you all listen to our answers this evening, as the higher self came in for a couple of the people who had questions tonight, as we shared at the higher vibrations, the answers to questions, did you notice how many times the lack of trust or the lack of surrendering or the lack of taking action was part of the answer? It is so important for each of you to realize that you're truly being called. You wouldn't be on this call, or you wouldn't be listening to this recording if you didn't make it to this call, if you weren't being called to be more of who you're meant to be. And your higher self is creating circumstances, creating and co-creating opportunities for you to step fully into that. Even Kim's cancer was a co-creation to help her step fully into who she is and to help her live her soul agreements with those around her in her co-creation. The messages and promptings are coming all the time. As Constantine was so willing to help us see, the mind gets in the way, the brain gets in the way so often. What you think you know, the way it should be, how somebody wants you to be or tells you you should be. It's constantly getting in the way of being you. The guidance is coming. Trust it. Trust it. Trust your knowingness. Trust the answers are coming and coming and coming, like Gail showed you tonight. Surrender to the message. Surrender to the guidance. Don't try to make it the way you think it should be. Follow the guidance. Surrender to it. But please take action. Shell's question tonight was so wonderful for all of you. It isn't about sitting back and letting it happen for you. It's about choosing what you want. And hopefully you take the time to find out what you're here for. What is your divine intent? And then choose what you want around that divine intent. I want to travel, right, Dana? I want to travel, but I want to heal. Well, what do you really want? I want to find a way to heal while I'm traveling. Okay, what does that look like? How do your thoughts and how do your emotions come into alignment with that? By taking action. Because you surrendered to the guidance and you trusted it to come. Remember, your higher self is constantly creating and co-creating for you to be all that you're meant to be. The only thing that can stop you is the choices you make along the way. It's time to choose. We don't care if you're 96 or 25. It's time to choose, or you wouldn't be here in this now. And know that we are always with you. And in this now and every now, we love you. Namaste.
Do you ever wonder how Vince got started channeling, or maybe what we learned from our time with the Roundtable? If so, you would love our new book, Awakening Through Moments of Choice. You can get it on Amazon.com. Thank you for joining us for this new paradigm guidance from the masters today, and we hope to see you at the next free monthly channeling.